Hi, I'm Ryan Gassian, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the Yemeni war and Canada's role in it. The U.S. Congress has recently voted on a resolution to stop supporting Saudi Arabia's war in Yemen, and sadly the resolution failed. Now, I could talk about the great work that Senator Sanders and others like him did to attempt to get this resolution passed. But already other people have talked about that. Instead, I want to look at Canada's role in this terrible conflict that has led 10,000 people dead, most of whom are civilians. Now, I just want to give you a brief history of exactly what has been going on in Yemen and why this should concern all Canadians. First off, is you have to know that the Saudis have been attacking Yemen in order to get rid of the Houthis, who are backed by Iran. Now, I don't condone what Iran has been doing. Iran should not be getting into the affairs of other countries. That being said, the Saudis have created a humanitarian crisis of almost unprecedented proportions. They have established a blockade that has prevented food and medicine from reaching the Yemenis. Over 1 million people are estimated to have been affected with diseases because of the shortage of medicine. We know that the Saudis have been using white phosphorus and cluster bombs, both of which have been outlawed by international laws, against civilian targets, including hospitals, schools, and markets. Now, what has the U.S.'s role been in this? The United States has provided logistical support to the Saudis. Their vessels are resupplying their warplanes, allowing them to stay in the air longer so they can bomb more targets before having to return to refuel. It's Americans who have been selling them the cluster bombs that again are outlawed by international law. So again, what America is doing is unconscionable, but sadly Canada is also involved. We have sold the Saudis $15 billion in arms, mainly light armor vehicles. Now, Trudeau has argued that Canada is obligated to make these sales because this deal was made under the Harper administration. To which I say, no. First of all, other nations have already taken a stand. Germany, you know, the guys who in World War II committed the Holocaust. Now, granted, that was a long time ago, but still, they have decided to stop selling arms to the Saudis and to any other nation that is participating in this campaign. To them, I congratulate them. Now I ask Trudeau, why isn't Canada doing the same? And stop giving me this argument, oh, well, we have to keep our deals. No, we don't. The Saudis are committing war crimes. They're bombing civilians. They're bombing children. We don't have to do any of that. And what about our reputation? Canada is the nation that created the peacekeepers. How are we keeping the peace if we are supporting the Saudis in bombing children, in bombing hospitals, in marketplace? We're not. This is unconscionable. Canada should not be supporting the Saudis. Canada should not be selling arms. People are currently suing the Canadian government in order to try to get us to stop selling weapons. The Trudeau government has actively taken a role to try to prevent them from moving this case forward to the Supreme Court. So not only is Trudeau not doing the right thing, but he's preventing others from doing the right thing. Again, I call on Justin Trudeau, who makes himself out to be this progressive liberal, this humanitarian. Where's your humanity when it comes to the Yemenis people? They're being bombed. 10,000 of them are already dead. Millions are starving because the Saudis are preventing food and water and medicine from reaching them. This is unconscionable. Canada's reputation is being destroyed by our support in what can be called genocide. And we're selling weapons to these monsters. Yes, and I'm going to call them monsters. If you're willing to bomb marketplaces, and that has been documented, as is the attacks against hospitals and schools. If you're willing to do these things, then you are a monster, and we shouldn't be supporting monsters. Canada should stop selling weapons to these countries. And that's my 2 cents. Thank you for listening, and please help my channel by liking this video and subscribing. Oh, and visit my website at www.darknessinamerica.com to read my short stories about a future United States where people live in fear of inquisitors, telepathic assassins who police the populace for thought crimes.